Hi, I'm Teagan Hamblin. I work at Nike Incorporated. I'm a technical designer here working on the 2017 and 18 now NBA uniforms for the Nike contract. What a technical designer does is a designer gives me their drawing and I turn it into an actual wearable garment. So I'm kind of like a clothing engineer. I'll do all the pattern work, I'll fit it to our athletes, and then just make sure everything's working how it's supposed to, so it's going to give our athletes the best edge possible. I use STEM classes every single day, or at least the knowledge I learned in STEM classes. I use basic stuff like Excel. I do more advanced things like the pattern software we use. I also use algebra. I know everybody says you're not going to use it, but I use it every day almost. I also use science because I have to know how bodies are going to move. We did a lot of heat mapping for the uniforms on our athletes to see kind of where the hot spots on their body were as they're working out. So we engineered our fabric to have different heat dump areas so we can have their bodies run how they're supposed to for longer. We also put a bunch of technology into the actual cuts of the uniform, so we have different slits in different areas to give them some more mobility. We did a cut in on the back to give them more mobility as well, so you have to know a lot about a lot of different things to kind of make all that work and function how it's supposed to. And you have to make sure LeBron's going to wear a jersey and Steph Curry's going to wear the exact same style of jersey, and they're going to fit and function how both of them need them to function, and they're very different bodies and they're very different types of players, so they have to both be successful in their uniforms. I would say to pay attention to your core classes. I know those are the most boring ones and you don't want to really pay attention to those. You want to get to your funner classes. I always wanted to get to art or something like that, or my sewing classes, but like I said, Excel, I use it every day, and I don't think I would be as successful at Nike if I wouldn't have paid as close attention in my Excel class, because I know a lot of younger people here are struggling with that just because it's not something that's taught in a lot of places. I would also say, just be a sponge and soak in all your information. I was really lucky as a kid, and my parents encouraged me to be interested in a lot of different things, and I honestly take all that information from all over and I put it into my job daily. It's really good that I can think outside of the box and come up with solutions that a lot of people maybe wouldn't, based on my experience. I love my job because I get to give back to a sport that gave me so much as a kid. My dad was a basketball coach, so I learned to walk in a gym basically. I had lots of dreams to play in like college and that type of thing, but it didn't work out because that doesn't work out for everyone, and it is what it is. But I found a career that I love, and I can give back to the sport that gave me so much as a kid, and you get to be a part of history. There's so many different championship moments that I've technically been a part of because they're wearing my uniforms. I did college uniforms at Under Armour before this, and so there's a lot of different champions that have worn my stuff, and I've worked with high school kids that are now in the NBA, and I have relationships with them, and it's really cool to sit in a meeting with Kobe or like Drake, or Odell Beckham Jr. was on campus yesterday, so we get to have different relationships with all of those types of people, so that's really, really cool. And I would say my favorite teacher was Mr. Melikar in high school. He was my history teacher. He just always really encouraged me. I was bullied a lot in school. I actually graduated high school a year early because of how much I was bullied and how unhappy I was. So he just always really encouraged me, and his classroom was always a safe space for me. So I really appreciated that from him, and I don't think I would probably be here without him. So he would give me like, design me this sneaker, design me like, what do you think our football team should wear, like that type of thing. So definitely reach out to those teachers, if you are in those types of situations, because they are a really big backbone, and it happens to everybody. So yeah, I am coming from you at the beautiful Nike campus in Beaverton, Oregon. Thanks.